Coming up, Julia's gagging and Gary rides a massive bunny. Gosh, just so you know, it's not always a bed of roses, is it, Baba?
That wasn't last night.
Gosh, so we found this park up on Overlander, and it's just between the I-40 and the Route 66. But it was like sleeping on the M25. It was so noisy, wasn't it?
It was.
Honestly, so we could hear the train at the one side, the Route 66 and the I-40, which in our experience is probably the loudest road we've ever parked near.
And then a truck turned up and kept its refrigerator on all night.
Yeah, that was nice, but I hardly noticed it due to the other stuff. No. So I barely got a wink of sleep, so I kept waking him up. You know, kept saying, "Are you asleep yet?" You know. So I felt so groggy this morning. We've been so slow in getting ready, and we're supposed to be heading to Winslow, aren't we?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to show you outside, so don't stop here. Here's the park up, and you can see the I-40 going along there. And lucky enough, it's got a Portaloo and everything. This is the 66 here. But yeah, no, it was really, really loud last night. So you have to get back onto the 40 straight after Flagstaff. And we're heading towards Albuquerque. So a very quick stop off at Winona to start off with. And there's Walnut Canyon Bridge. It's a very important bridge built in 1924. So the lightning is going like crazy, and here's the bridge. So I'm just going to be very careful as we show you. It's a right rainy day, but we're really glad that we stopped here. I can see the lightning in the distance, so we're not going to stay here too long. But this is a good stop. And this would have been the old Route 66 then.
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't it?
This road was the old original Route 66. Not very wide, is it?
It's not very wide, but I don't think vehicles were as big as they are now, were they?
No, I don't think they were.
I can hear that thunder and lightning. Should we make a shuffle back to the old van?
It's not a bad idea.
Saying you could have parked literally just there. There's a house over the road. But there's no parking signs. This would have been a much better park up last night. You've only got this one road here, and it's not that busy in the day, so it'll be really quiet at night. We're going to take the exit 219. This is interesting. Loads of boondocking spots by the look of it along here, Gary.
Yep. Looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, we made a ricket staying where we stayed last night. However, happy to show you guys that there seems to be a really lovely spot at Twin Arrows here. What's this here, Gary? Do you know?
It was a Twin Arrows trading post.
So what this building here?
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at this, all
little
disused.
hotel as well, I think now.
Loads of graffiti, obviously. Oh, okay. So hold the front page. It's no longer a twin. It's a single arrow. Oh.
I wonder where the other one is.
I don't know. Do you reckon someone's nicked it?
Well, it's nicked it all, and you can see the sort of base for it, but it's no longer there.
How could it just... Oh, look, there's a little tiny stick there. Someone's taking the mick. Oh,
So
gosh.
That was the second arrow base.
Oh. Let's get the motorhome so we can take a picture with it behind it. It's a pretty cloudy day, but there is the single arrow. Not twin arrows, unfortunately. But here is the post where the original one would have been. Loads of stickers on here. Look at this one. I really parked like an arsehole this time. God. So, is this the old hotel room, is it? Just be careful in there, darling. It's probably absolutely rammed with asbestos.
I'm not going in, but you can see the old bed springs and,
Oh, can you really?
and the sink and everything.
Someone's wrote Viva España. Okay, let's have a quick look then. Ooh. Ooh! Oh, there's glass on the floor and everything. Oh, it stinks. It really stinks. It stinks of urine. Oh, I'm not going in. Stinks. Oh, God, be warned. That is pure. I don't know how he's even in there. He's right over there. It stinks of really bad urine. Oh, God, look at him. We'll take some photos while you're there without, I don't know, you've got no sense of smell. Oh. So we've just turned off exit 230, and this will take you to Two Guns, is it, Gary?
Yep, Two Guns.
Everything's about two. First thing that hits you is a very old, disused, what looks like a petrol station to me. That's definitely a petrol station, surely, Bab.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
I'm definitely not going to go anywhere near the building because it's going to stink of urine again. Oh gosh, pull up a little bit further, babes. Let's see inside. It's still in quite good nick, actually. So there's some old disused bits and pieces up here. A water tower. And there's even an old swimming pool, we think. I'm hoping this road's going to be all right. It's definitely a one-way road. Strange sort of feeling. And it's really echoey here as well. So the whole of the inside of the swimming pool has been graffitied. Great colours. I think I might have just seen a lizard just moving in there. It's a lovely pool. And it would have been perfect in its heyday. I mean, look at the view. It goes on for miles. Gone in there. But you found a load of brass shell casings, haven't you? Yeah. Little shells.
Either 303 or 5.56. Oh,
you don't want to bring them anywhere, babes. God, loads of guns. So somebody's been firing a gun into here. Must have been. Somebody's done this. I made myself from all the love you no longer wanted. Oh, that's quite sad. Not big enough to be a public pool, it doesn't seem, does it? But maybe it was like part of a pool for a restaurant or something.
Yeah,
I think it's creepy here. Do you?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's got a funny vibe about it.
It's got a really, really strange vibe. It's windy. It doesn't help that there's like really big storm clouds brewing, and I can hear a really weird noise. What's that noise?
I think it's just something's in the wind.
But there's burial graves and stuff like that, isn't there? Like, so near here, yeah, it definitely. Devil's Cave. There's a really ominous, massive cloud that's looming, and we don't want to get caught in some sort of storm, do we?
No, and it's definitely coming this way.
So we'll just see how we get on. But yeah, if you come this way, be warned. It's creepy, and we don't even want to have our lunch here. You know, we just want to go now, don't we? There's a visitor centre here. So just along the street from where we're parked, there's like a trail to walk, isn't there, Gary? With bits and pieces to see. It's really great. You've got the railway tracks running along the side, definitely reminiscent of the Burma Shave signs. The Anastasi settled down in Pueblo homes outside of town. Wow, look at the totem pole. Wow, amazing. Just along the walkway. Then you've got some trains and old cars. Brilliant.
Put the brakes on.
We said about 66. Adventure and travel, it has the mix. Oh, it does, doesn't it, Gary?
It does.
We love this. Come up the walkway. This is a massive Arizona US 66 sign. It's brilliant here, isn't it?
Great, isn't it?
Found a right little find where we parked up. We're at Winslow, Arizona. And look at this. You've got the Route 66 right on the centre of the road, and then the Winslow, Arizona standing on the corner. I was just admiring them pots. I was like, oh, look at those lovely pots. And Gary goes, it's a mortuary. I was like, oh, what?
Yeah, so, there might well be urns rather than pots.
I know. But look, this is really a great little statue. Gary says they're firing up to heaven. Do you think that's what it is?
I think it is, yeah. Could be your spirit, could be anything really. Firing your spirit up to heaven. You could interpret it however you wanted it.
It's lovely that. Just outside the Winslow Hall of Fame is where we're parked. This is a visitor centre. We're staying overnight. It's reading the Winslow Hall of Fame board. And Gary's really quite taken with Colonel J. Vargas's one, aren't you?
I am. It says on here, basically on the 1st of May 1968, so whilst I was being born, this guy was under intense enemy and mortar, rocket and artillery fire in the village of Dow Do, where he sustained wounds, but he still led his guys to safety.
That's amazing. Literally on your birthday, wasn't it? We were all smug thinking it was amazing to sleep here outside the visitor centre, weren't we?
Yeah, just
Good
a bit.
God!
Oh my God.
So there's this noise from the train and it vibrates the whole van. You know when people used to say in the olden days, oh, you set my nerves off? That's what it's felt like. My nerves are right on edge. Anyway, we're going to walk up to Standing on the Corner in a minute again because we walked up last night and it's just fabulous up there. So we want another little quick visit. Just down from Standing at the Corner, there's the world's smallest church. It's absolutely gorgeous in this Kenner courtyard. Look at this. Here's the little church. Come on, Gary. Go and get rid of your sins. Go and
It's too small to get rid of.
Ask for forgiveness for telling me not to scream at that slug earlier. So there's this massive caterpillar. How big was it? It was easily 5-6 inches, wasn't it?
It was the biggest one I've ever seen.
And I screamed and he went, don't scream. Like, as if that's going to stop you screaming. So I think you should ask for forgiveness for being uncaring towards your poor shook up wife. Okay, so actually on a serious side it says dedicated to all the veterans who have served our country.
Oh, fantastic.
Isn't that wonderful? The world's smallest church on Route 66. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. Breaking news, we've just heard that there's an English guy on the loose. His name is Gary, and he is wanted for crimes against his wife, Julia.
I need a nickname. It can't just be Gary.
Oh, okay. Gary the Caterpillar Slayer. In breaking news, we are searching for Gary the Kid. He looks like this. You may see him on your journeys. Do not approach him. He is dangerous. Winslow was another town that really suffered once the highway I-40 was built. However, with the work of Angel from Seligman, this was revived in 1987 as part of the historic Route 66. And also the Standing on the Corner, the Eagles hit song, has really driven tourists here. And they reckon about 100,000 people a year visit the Standing on the Corner site. So we're standing on the corner of Winslow, Arizona.
It's such a fine sight to see.
There's a girl, my lord.
In a flatbed Ford.
And I think she's taking a look at me.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Shout out to our new mate Chris who did the video just then. But this is perfect. You can see we're just sitting on a bench and this is Standing at the Corner at Winslow, Arizona, and it's got a real good vibe. They've even got the flatbed Ford that they're talking about. Honestly, this is just one of the nicest places we've visited in terms of atmosphere, fun, people. It's just really great. Just as you leave in Winslow, there's a 9/11 memorial garden. Promise made, remembrance garden, promise kept. Oh, that's lovely, that. People have put little bits and pieces inside, like hats and lanyards. It's quite moving. There's the train. It runs in the background all the time. So back on the 40, we're going to stop at Jack Rabbit Trading Post. Now, what was it is this the shop you were saying about, Gary?
Yeah, so they put up signs right across America saying Jack Rabbit Trading Post, 450 miles away, and they've counted down for both east and west. But it's just a little shop, but they just did it to make themselves a bit more attractive on the market. It's a great story. I
think that's brilliant. What a great initiative. Gary's very dignified getting up there. There is a thing. He's riding the rabbit.
Hop, bunny, hop.
Okay. Weirdo. Oh dear. Poor bunny, look at his face. You can see by its eyes he's not impressed. Still standing though. So we'll have a little quick look inside. Oh. That's what it looks like inside.
Hi there.
Hiya. Oh wow, it's got loads of stuff. It's got like spices and stuff and rocks and maps. It's a right good little shop as well, so you should really call in here if you're doing Route 66. They've actually got a really lovely Route 66 room with some memorabilia. Here's James Dean, of course. Wow. Oh, you've got to come here if you're coming down Route 66. Here it is. Here's the picture of the rabbit at the time. So they got the old Coca-Cola bottles as they were. And I don't know about you guys, but there's nothing better than having Coke from a bottle. It always tastes better than from a can. Look at this. This is really funny. So before 6 beers, and then Gary's going to turn it. After 6 beers. Join us next time when we see the beautiful painted desert. We taste the most delicious Mexican food, and Julia takes a tumble.